Steve, starting the new year with a win today against Bradford. How would you assess that performance?
I've said it too many times. It's been two completely different halves. Completely dominant first half, fast flowing football, quick with the ball, positive with the ball. Scored a great first goal. What we've been lacking probably most of the season is that we've got into those areas so many times down the sides with the overlaps and things. But the composure of Mokes to pick Macaulay out. Macaulay's checked his run, took a good touch and finished it. You know, that's a type of goal that we've been threatening to score all season, but we haven't been good enough. We haven't had the quality in that final third, or the composure maybe sometimes enough that we should have done. And I think obviously had we have capitalised on a lot more of those opportunities in the first half of the season, I think we'd be sat here with a few more points. But second half, we started within 10 seconds. Macaulay had another shot on goal. They changed the system slightly, where the midfielders were going into the back for getting the ball and turning. For a large spell, we didn't seem to be following them in there. We just seemed to be sitting back and allowing them to go and get it, which allowed them a lot more possession. Once we sorted that out, again we created a lot of breakaways. Jordan had 2 or 3 chances. Macaulay had another chance, but like too many times this season, in all honesty, we've certainly not took the foot off the gas, as in intentionally took the foot off the gas, but we've allowed the pressure that they've had to affect our game, and we've ended up losing the ball far too many times and putting myself under more pressure than was ever really needed.
Yeah, and it's also a win today without Steve McNulty at the back for illness. It must be pleasing as a manager to see.
Yeah, no, the system worked very well against Bradford, but we didn't have that spell in the second half against them at their place, and we shouldn't have that spell against them at our place either. We should have been totally dominant for the 90 minutes. So that part of it was slightly disappointing, that we went so long at 1-0, that we didn't kill the game off probably first half, that we didn't keep on the front foot as much as we needed to second half, and they scored at the very, very end at 45 seconds, and it turns the result from what was, I wouldn't have said it was a comfortable 2-0 victory, but it was another good clean sheet in a game where they had very few chances against us, to probably what looks like almost hanging on. And obviously people who are at the game might understand that a little bit more, what I've said. But yeah, I mean, there was more than Macca today. There was, Kieran Green nearly didn't play. He's been up all night, he's been ill, but the form he's been in, I just asked him to try and give me as much as he can for half an hour, 70 minutes, and he's struggling at the end of the before I brought him off, and that's why I did that with Greeny. So a couple of days now, couple of days turnaround to try and get everybody fresh and fit and positive, and go away from home again and try and keep that really good away record going.
Yeah, what's the situation with Steve McNulty at the moment? Will he be available for the next game?
He will be, but we'll look at Southport. We'll look at the best way that we think we can beat them, and we'll see who's fully fit. Hopefully everybody might get a chance to recover from the little illnesses. There's a lot of lads travel together, and it's no coincidence that I think the whole car that travelled together was under the weather today. So. But look, it wasn't second half. It wasn't a pretty sort of home victory. But this stage of the season, a home victory is just what we wanted.
Yeah, after this victory, and we're not coming back for the next game. Are you now in the best position to kind of kick on for the rest of the season? Yeah,
I mean, of course we'd rather be. It seems crazy, but of course we'd rather be in a better position. I'd rather us have played a lot better in the past 3 or 4 home games. That goes without saying. We work every day on trying to do that. A lot of it isn't tactical. A lot of it isn't ability. A lot of it is mentally strong enough to come and dominate 90 minutes at home, and that's slightly harder to work on. But it's something that we're relentlessly trying to get to the bottom of. They've produced good moments today. They've produced moments where we can work on and look at it. We've got very little time, but the same as every other team now, to recover and play again. We've got a chance, and hopefully hopefully this might see the end, or hopefully we'll see the end of Dan's injury problems. Dan might be available for Southport as well. We've got 3 loan players coming back. We've got the opportunity this month to maybe bring in a little bit of a fresh face and somebody, 2 or 3 people maybe that can come and help us try and achieve our goals. So really important month. We've got the leaders to play. So the next sort of 3 or 4 weeks will be pivotal.
Yeah, and you said to me before, but this start of the season, I mean, this time of the season, can you sort of see who you'll be up against at the end of the season at the top of the table?
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, Kings Lynn have been on a, as well as we done when we started, and as brilliant as the sort of unbeaten run was, that we never put as many sort of wins together as they've done. I think they've won something like 6 out of 7, which is an incredible run. Very rarely see it at this level. So they've been relentless. We've just got to believe that we can go somewhere to try and stop them when we play them, as in try and take 3 points off them, and B, that somewhere along the line they're going to have a spell. So, but we can only worry about ourselves really, and I can only take care of our lads in there. So we just need to start again in Southport.